bar was loud that night, laughter, clinking glasses, and the deep growl of engines outside. No one expected the room to fall into silence, but it did the moment a biker's rough hand caught the waitress's shirt and ripped it. Gasps filled the air. What everyone saw beneath wasn't what they thought. It wasn't scandal, it wasn't shame. It was something that would freeze the entire bar, something that would turn jeers into silence and silence into tears. Maya had worked at that small-town bar for nearly 4 years. She wasn't the loud type, the kind of waitress who cracked jokes and flirted for tips. She was quiet, steady, and always wore long-sleeved shirts even in the summer heat. Most people didn't question it, but in a place where everyone noticed everything, her silence and her covered skin became the subject of whispers. Some said she was hiding scars from a bad accident. Others claimed she was just shy, but no one really knew. That night, a group of bikers roared in, filling the place with their heavy boots and heavier laughter. Among them was Jax, a man built like a wall with tattoos running down his arms. He was loud, brash, and itching to make a scene. When Maya brought his drink, he smirked, leaning closer than necessary. "Why so quiet, sweetheart? You hiding something under there?" he asked, tugging at her sleeve. She gently pulled away, offering no reply, just the same polite half-smile she always gave. The crowd chuckled, sensing a show. Jax wasn't the type to back down when eyes were on him. "Come on," he laughed. "Let's see what you're hiding. A little scar? Maybe a tattoo?" Then, before Maya could step back, his hand shot out and grabbed the neckline of her shirt, tugging until the fabric tore down the seam. Gasps rippled through the bar. Glasses froze midair. The torn fabric revealed not scandal, not secrets of shame, but layers of medical gauze. Bandages crisscrossed her chest and shoulder. Beneath them, bruises darkened her skin, fresh ones. For the first time, Maya's silence was explained without a word. Jax staggered back, suddenly unsure. The mocking laughter that had filled the bar moments ago had died into a stunned hush. Maya's eyes didn't well with tears. She had none left to give. She just stood there, vulnerable yet strangely strong, as if she had been waiting for this moment all along. The silence stretched until an older man at the counter, Tom, a retired firefighter who came every Friday, finally spoke. His voice cracked the tension like a spark in the dark. "Those aren't just scars," he said softly. "That's survival." The words shifted something in the room. Patrons began to realize what the bandages meant. Maya had been hiding not because she was ashamed, but because she had been hurt badly. Whispers began to flow. Some remembered how she once came to work with a black eye and brushed it off as clumsiness. Others recalled the bruises she never explained. It all pieced together now. She was escaping someone, protecting herself, trying to live quietly without drawing attention. Jax lowered his eyes, his face burning with shame. The bravado that carried him into the bar drained out in front of everyone. He muttered something that no one could hear and backed toward the door, but the weight of his actions followed him like chains. Maya stood trembling, not from fear, but from release. For years she had carried her pain in silence, hiding it beneath sleeves and fabric. Now, in one reckless moment, the truth was laid bare. She thought people would judge, laugh, or turn away. Instead, the room filled with something unexpected: empathy. Tom rose from his stool and placed his coat gently over her shoulders. "You don't have to hide anymore," he said. His words weren't just comfort, they were permission, a reminder that pain doesn't define worth. The rest of the night, no one spoke of drinks or fights or jokes. Instead, the bar became a place of quiet solidarity. People who once gossiped about Maya now looked at her with respect. Some offered help, others simply sat in silence, acknowledging her strength without needing to say it aloud. Maya went home that night not feeling broken, but lighter than she had in years. She realized something powerful. Sometimes the very thing you're most afraid of showing is the thing that inspires others the most. Her scars weren't her weakness, they were proof of her survival, proof of her strength. And though the memory of that night stayed with everyone, it wasn't remembered as the night a biker humiliated a waitress. It was remembered as the night a small-town bar learned that beneath quiet voices and hidden scars, there can live the strongest stories of all.